This is the 1 Hour Gameplay channel, and we're bringing you interesting news. In this video, we will talk about a game that can compete with such a giant as World of Warcraft. Suddenly, after so many years, everyone started talking about WoW competitors, all because of recent news that World of Warcraft will no longer be available in China. Tarisland. This is a new multi-platform MMORPG from the Chinese giant Tencent. The game is being developed for PC and mobile devices and promises to provide players with unlimited choices of race, class, equipment, and abilities. During character creation, you will have a choice between 8 classes: a warrior with 2 swords, a mage who initially controls fire but will probably have other elements, a warrior with a huge hammer and shield who will probably perform the role of a tank, a healer who will support the survival of your team, a bard who will probably be a buffer, an assassin who will certainly be a DPS class, a beast-like warrior with 2 axes who will probably perform the role of a berserker, and finally an elf with a bow. As you have already noticed, all classes are tied to a specific gender. The game takes place in a fantasy world where war has engulfed the entire continent. You will play as a noble adventurer whom all players will call, and of course, you will need to find allies and together save the world from chaos. At the same time, the developers promise that there will be no auto battle, which is a rarity for mobile MMORPGs. Based on the available information, it can be said that Tarisland and World of Warcraft are 2 different MMORPGs, although they have some very similar elements, and as I said earlier, Tarisland differs from the absence of auto battle, making the gameplay more complex and interesting. The developer claims that the game will have a huge amount of both PvE and PvP content. They promise to make the PvP content balanced. The player will also have the opportunity to choose his own build, which will make each character unique. A huge plus of the game is that it has an open world. The locations themselves look very grand, and I am more than sure that as we progress through the continent, we will see more colorful locations. What is also interesting, and of course gives a considerable plus to the project, the game is not only cross-platform, but also has a separate client for each platform. For the mobile version, this is, of course, an interface with a joystick on the left side and a small set of skills on the right side, so that players can control their character as comfortably as possible. We should not forget that there is no auto battle in the game. And of course, a full-fledged PC version with improved graphics, a larger overview, and an intuitively understandable interface. At the moment, there are still a lot of questions about the game. Judging by how Chinese developers implement their games, the monetization model here is likely to be pay to win. This means that in order to reach the top, you will have to spend a lot of money. The monetization model of World of Warcraft attracts me much more, where players have to buy a subscription every month but are in equal conditions. I would like to see this model here too, but unfortunately, in the end, the project still looks promising. We'll see how it performs in China, after which we can expect its global version. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and give this video a like. I wish you good health and best of luck. Goodbye.